This is my completed HLK Silver Sky project. I'm going to run you guys through it straight ahead. Welcome back, guys. It's Alex from Techaeris.com. I'm going to run you through this HLK Silver Sky project that I'm done with, but I first wanted to say thank you to all those folks that watch us for tech news and reviews. This was a little bit different. I went off the script a little bit. I had not seen, I watch a lot of guitar videos, Daryl Braun and Trogley and Rick Beato. There's a whole bunch of great YouTube guitar channels out there, but I've not seen anyone do a PRS Silver Sky build, and I kind of wanted to do it, so I thought, why not do it? So I went ahead and did it. I thought it was going to take me just a day and a half, but ran into a couple issues, but we got through those, and we have a complete guitar now. It's all strung up, and it is playable. So I'm going to run you through what I did. It's not a huge deal. And I think that anybody can probably do this. So let's get to it. All right, guys, this is the HLK Silver Sky. I call it that because the body, the donor guitar, is a Hard Luck Kings bombshell. Pretty much the body of this guitar is the bombshell made by Hard Luck Kings, and I'll link to them below. The pickups are Texas vintage pickups. It's a loaded pickguard from 920D Custom. I was just looking for pickups and loaded pickguard, and I saw Daryl Braun talk about 920D Customs, so that's where I went. And I didn't really know exactly what I wanted. I just knew that the pickups in the old Hard Luck Kings guitar were not very good. So there you have it, Texas vintage pickups in the body here. And the one thing that I could not do is I bought the Silver Sky volume and tone knobs to replace these here, but they don't fit. They're actually quite a bit smaller, and the insert is quite a bit bigger, so they kind of just flop in there. So if I can get them on there, I'll get it on there. It's not that big of a deal, but yeah, I think it might complete the aesthetic of it. But overall, I think it looks great. I talked about replacing the bridge and tremolo system here, but when I opened this up, this bridge, actually the block on it is pretty hefty. It's pretty heavy, pretty thick, so I think I might keep it just to see if that tone works. The neck I got on eBay, and it was 35 bucks. Again, like I said in my first video, it's not the best looking neck out there. I mean, there's problems with it. As far as the birds go, there's bleed through because these are all painted on, so there's bleed through on the wings and some of these birds. The frets were really bad. I had to file the frets down. Probably still needs a little more work on the frets. Those fret ends are nowhere near as bad as they were, but they are much better. I got this truss rod cover on eBay as well, and all these links will be down below. I'm using Spurzl locking tuners on here. And the nut is the original nut that came with the neck. I'm probably going to replace that at some point. It's kind of, well, it is cheap. It's just a plastic nut, but it works for now. Let's take a look at these tuners real quick. Let me turn this guy over. Take a look at the back. There's really not much on the back other than the tuners and the neck plate that I changed. Those are the Spurzl locking tuners. With this headstock, I had to drill holes for the pins to go into. And the neck, the wood on the neck is maple, and I mean, it's nice. It looks good. I'm not going to do anything to this neck. It's got a satin finish to it, really nice and fast. The fretboard is, I think, a 12-inch radius, and that's part of the reason why I wanted this neck. And PRS necks are generally a little bit thicker than, a little bit flatter than the Fenders, and I like that. So this is why I went with that neck. And then the custom shop back plate. I didn't change anything back here. That's just the back plate that came, the back cover that came with it. I thought about leaving it off like the Silver Sky has. You know, they don't have a back plate on the Silver Sky. But I left it on because the holes were, you know, kind of ugly looking, and it was kind of dirty and needs some work back there. Let me turn it back over. I do want to mention one other thing. Initially, I thought the pickguard holes all lined up and everything was going to work out, but the holes didn't all line up. There were a few holes, probably at least 60% of them were not even in the right spot. So it was not that big of a deal. I just drilled new holes and got the screws put in, and we're all good there. So that's pretty much the short of it. I was going to shield the inside of the cavity, and in my I had some issues with the pickguard fitting, so I had to take some material out of the inside of the cavity, and I got the pickguard to fit. And in my excitement, I put the pickguard in and I screwed it down, and I tested it and it worked, and I forgot about shielding it. But maybe I'll go back in there later and put shielding in there. I think it needs it. But at any rate, let me plug this in. I want to tell you guys that I'm not going to perform for you. I just want to play a little bit just so that you know that it's actually working. I'm not running through my amp. I'm going to run through this JBL speaker here, and I'll put my mic. I'm not set up for recording properly, so you're probably not going to get a true to life sound through your speakers with what I'm going to do here. It's just going to be a quick test. As far as tuning goes, it's holding tune. The action is a little high, so I'm gonna have to work on all that. It's holding tune okay. The strings are fresh and new. They're Paul Reed Smith strings, so they're still stretching. So, you know, it's still going in and out of tune a little bit, but not as bad as when I first strung it up. But hey, let me play a couple riffs for you, and this is the HLK Silver Sky. All right, guys, here is the bridge pickup. Here is the bridge and middle pickup. Here is the middle pickup alone. Bridge and neck pickup. And the neck pickup. I generally like to play strats with strat style single coils with the neck in the middle in conjunction, so that's kind of where I live on these guitars. So there you have it, guys. That is the HLK Silver Sky build completed. I love the guitar. You know, it's about $300 worth of parts here, and it was a really fun build. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for taking some interest in this. Hopefully some other YouTubers that are a little more popular than I am will get on it and make their own Silver Sky renditions here. So if you like this video, if you like the videos that I've done in the past with this project, please make sure you like the video. If you're not subscribed, I'd appreciate if you subscribe, and we will talk to you guys on the other side.